we wake, hear the birds and see the sun.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's going to be a little bit different kind of a video than I've been doing lately. I'm just going to chat with you guys while I clean up. If you end up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I do motherhood and toddler lifestyle videos every Sunday and Wednesday. A couple of years ago, a wise friend of mine told me that you should always start in your bedroom, especially if you are married, because then if you don't get the rest of the house clean, at least you and your significant other have a nice, restful, clean space to be in. But in this case, I actually started at the other end of my house, which is my toddler's bedroom. This is my toddler Cassidy. She's 2 and she really likes whenever we dress her up, and she gets to be really prissy. So I like to tidy up, and then I like to vacuum if I'm going to be doing a whole house clean. It makes everything feel so much cleaner when you walk into a room and you see vacuum lines. I generally like to start with the top and go to the bottom, so I will tidy everything up, make a bed if there is one in the room, and then I will work on the floor, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping, whatever needs done. I don't know if I should be explaining what I'm doing or not because it's a little bit choppy, but at least you can see what I'm doing. So I worked in my toddler's bedroom, and then I worked in her bathroom that she uses. She is potty training, and now I'm moving on to the living room. I go on lots of walks. This is my double stroller. I really love it, except it attracts a lot of dirt inside.
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
I really like gathering everything up that goes into a different room and putting it all in one basket. That way I can bring everything all into that room all at once, and I don't have to make several trips back and forth. I'll show you guys what glass cleaner I'm using later on in the video. Sorry these angles aren't really super great. I just recently got an adapter for my phone to a tripod. Before that I was setting it up on books, so it wasn't always the best angle. Yes, I am one of those who sweeps off my rug when it doesn't need a good vacuum. This one doesn't get trampled on a whole lot, so I tend to sweep it off. Ew, look at all that dirt. That's not even all of it, you guys. That's not even all of it. We're moving into spring, and so I'm moving the coats, the heavy coats, and the thicker jackets off of the coat rack, whatever this is, and pulling out the summer shoes and the lighter jackets. That way we don't have bulky big coats and big boots and things cluttering up our living room. Didn't really need a full mopping, so I'm just using a rag and some all-purpose cleaner. All this dust from the door, right next to the door, it gets super dusty. Yes, I know I knocked that hat off. Whoops. Let's put that right there. It feels so good when you walk in the door and it's a clean space right there. It makes such a big difference. Moving on to the kitchen. Kitchen is pretty rough right now. I would say this is an average day of toddler and baby eating, coffee being made, dishes not being done, etc. Can we just stop here for a second? Do you even live in Oklahoma if you don't have a bacon grease jar? I feel the least motivated whenever I'm in my kitchen because I feel like there's always so much to do. But if I can just tackle it and start doing things and go in different waves, cleaning up and then wiping down and then doing the floors after everything else is done, it just feels so great to have everything done. I was really thankful that on this day my kids were being exceptionally well behaved, and so I could get things done. You see that pink bowl there? That bowl has been sitting there for a long time. I have to return it to a friend, and I just never get around to it. Does anyone else have like a return pile that they need to return to people, and they never get around to it seemingly? Look at that little face. He started holding a bottle recently all by himself. I just love this little man. Looks like a little raccoon. Guys, gas stoves are a lot harder to clean, in my opinion, than glass top stoves. They just seem to hold on to so much more grease and stickiness, it seems like, and especially since they have grooves in them and glass top does not. You can use like scrapers and things like that on glass top, and I'm always afraid to on my gas oven. We were listening to the song Whip My Hair Back and Forth. I think it's by Willow Smith. She really likes to move to that song. I really hope this video is motivating to you guys. If it is, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you haven't, then why not? It's really simple and easy, and it really helps my channel out. Also, let me know down below in the comments what you like to see, because all I'm doing right now is videos that I would like to see, but I want to do things that you guys want to see. So just let me know down below types of videos that you want to see me do, and I'll try and get some out for you guys. I really like cleaning motivation videos personally because I like to see things get done. It helps me be motivated personally, and it's so nice to just see things get done and not have to be the one doing them. It's something about wasting 30 minutes watching a cleaning video rather than doing your own cleaning that just makes you feel so good on the inside.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you.
Does anyone else clean their sink like 30 times a day? I feel like I clean it way too much. I usually clean it before dishes and after dishes, and it just... There's something about a clean sink that just makes the whole kitchen feel so good. This is 2 seconds after I wipe the table down. 2 seconds. Right after this shot, I sort of knocked my phone into the floor, and I was really afraid that I killed it, but thankfully, it was alive. I promise you, I could sweep twice a day, every day, and still get this much. I don't know if you guys noticed the glitchiness in that last shot, but that was definitely from my camera falling. You gotta love a clean kitchen. There's just something about walking into a space knowing that you've just cleaned it makes you feel so good about yourself and so good about your house. Now I'm just going to be doing a load of jeans while I get everything else done. I love OxyClean. I don't know what I would do without it. I got this giant box of OxyClean at Sam's, and I throw some in every load. Depends on which load I'm doing, if I soak it, or how much I'm doing, but I love this stuff. I also really like using white distilled vinegar instead of laundry fabric softener. I find that it gets the clothes cleaner, and it gets them smell free, and also softens without using harsh chemicals or fragrances. Now I'm just moving into my bedroom, so I'm worked my way across the house at this point, and I'm all the way into my room, which is where I normally would start. This room was pretty rough. It's not like this on a day-to-day basis, I don't feel like, but on this day it was pretty rough. I normally keep the mattress protector on my bed and don't wash it every time I wash my sheets, but on this day I peeled the mattress protector off and I washed it with my sheets as well. Then I used my comforter as a blanket and I folded my clothes. I really love doing this. It keeps all the little bits of stuff that I haven't vacuumed up yet from getting onto my clean clothes, but then I have this giant workspace to do my clothes on. Does anyone else sort their clothes in like a million little stacks? I feel like I have way too many stacks and I spread out too much whenever I fold clothes, but this is just how I do it. This is how I know where everything goes and what all the stacks, what is in each stack. And of course I have my little helper there. She likes folding the rags that she just can fold a couple times. I think it's really good to incorporate your kids in your daily chores. I feel like it helps them learn things earlier than they would normally, and of course it helps them learn how to put rags on their head.
So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey,
and while we're on the topic of laundry, what do you guys do with all your spare single socks? I always put them into the largest sock that's in there. I just stuff all the rest into it and put it with my other socks. That way when I have another mismatched sock, I can just reach into that single sock and see if there's the match in there. Sorry guys, this is not a tutorial about how to fold fitted sheets because I cannot fold fitted sheets to save my life. I do have a sheet tip. Just use one of the pillowcases, put everything else of that set into that pillowcase, and it'll be all right there when you need it next. So I'm going to be using this glass surface cleaner from the Dollar Tree. I really like it. And then I don't use any sort of a fancy wood polish. I just like some sort of wood polish to make things shiny and pick up the dust better than just a rag would. I'm going to be dusting everything off on this vanity, cleaning the mirror, and then moving on to my dresser, which is cleared off since I did the laundry, and dusting it as well. I don't dust my room every time I clean it, but I really like to about once a month. I feel like it just makes the whole room smell and look lots fresher. Sorry, my finger's in the shot. That's just how it is sometimes. I'm going to be dusting off my nightstands as well. We also keep our essential oils right next to our bed in case we need them. And I'm going to be doing the windowsills, and then I'm going to be moving on to vacuuming. I like to vacuum after I dust so that I can vacuum the dust that I dusted off of everything. As always, working my way from top to bottom. Forgot to show this before, but I did actually vacuum off the blinds. This was actually a really good way to dust off the blinds. I don't know that I would do this throughout the whole house, but I really liked it for this one room where they were super dusty and the dust was really loose. I really like these curtains. I just went to a fabric store and bought a length of fabric, hemmed it, put it on a curtain rod. I really like the look it gave this room. Next, I'm just going to be folding a load of towels that I had run through the wash before the jeans. In the meantime, I put my sheets in the wash and the jeans in the dryer. This is just a little bit later in the day after my sheets were dry. This is the mattress protector that I have on my bed. I can never figure out which way it goes. And then I actually don't have sheets that fit my bed super great right now. We got a deeper, bigger mattress, and so it's a little bit awkward, but these are actually king size, and then I use sheet clips to hold the sheet better instead of it being loose and flopping around. If you don't know what sheath clips are, they're amazing little tools. They're basically in any aisle in Walmart. I'm pretty sure I got mine in the condiment aisle. They hold the sheets onto your mattress really well, even if the sheets are the same size and you just have problems with them coming up. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but this bedspread is actually tan going back on my bed, but it was brown when it was coming off. It's reversible and I really like it. My sister got it for me for Christmas. This is how my room looks after it's all finished. The baby's asleep in his bed. It's almost bedtime for myself and my husband. I know it looks bright outside, but it's getting to be a little bit later. I really like the way this room looks without the light on too. It just looks a lot more cozy with just the lamps on. I really love this space, and this is why I clean it first most of the time. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already.